Oh.
I'm definitely getting much stronger. Wait, well that's high. That's the highest I've ever got.
For those of you who don't know, this is Magnus Bidbo. He's a retired competition rock climber, YouTuber, and business owner. From doing front levers, to one-arm muscle-ups, to one-finger chin-ups, Magnus is highly regarded for his insane strength and physical prowess. With over 2 million subscribers on YouTube, Magnus is a big reason why many people have started climbing, myself included. He represents a big idol and inspiration in the climbing community. More recently, Magnus has been tearing up some of the gyms here in Australia, including my local gym here in Sydney. Regretfully, I missed my opportunity to see him and say hi. Now, from my previous bouldering videos, which you should definitely check out after this one, you'll know that I've generally plateaued in my climbing ability. So I thought, what a better opportunity than to become Magnus and train like him for the next 30 days. This is day one, let's see how we go. To start the challenge, I conducted a baseline assessment to be able to see how much I've improved over the 30 days. Using my friend's force gauge, I got a pretty accurate measurement of my current finger strength. I did tests with 3 different types of climbing grips. For my open hand grip, left hand was 49.2 kilograms, right hand was 46.2 kilograms. For my half crimp, my left hand was 52.2 kilograms, my right hand was 45.4 kilograms. And for my full crimp, my left hand pulled 43 kilograms, and for my right, 39.7.
30.7. Wow. Nothing.
My training plan is to do 5 weeks of training with 3 workouts each week. I created 2 workouts derived from a variety of Magnus's YouTube videos. In Magnus's words,
I will just come in, warm up, climb maybe up to like V7, V8, then do some hangboarding, and then try the hardest boulders. And that's pretty much it, just trying the hardest boulders. That's what makes me in. And doing dead hangs and doing lock-offs. Those are my like 2 go-to exercises, especially the dead hangs. I feel like that makes me a lot stronger.
alongside these workouts, I'll maintain doing and repeating difficult climbs and my gym's newest sets. Workout A, which I'll do 2 times a week, includes 4 sets of dead hangs, hanging 3 to 6 seconds, with a 4-minute rest in between each set.
If you're not able to hang one hand, you could either help with like a pinky on the other hand, so you would do like this, or you could do it with 2 hands. Find a position where you can hang for between 3 and 6 seconds.
In many of Magnus's videos, he stresses the importance of using a half crimp when you're dead hanging. Also, like me, you may think that 4 minutes in between each set is quite a lot of time. This is what Magnus has to say and why he recommends 4 minutes rest.
If you want to keep the quality high, you need to have at least that much. But the thing is though, you can do other stuff in between. Like you could do lock-offs, you could stretch, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Obviously you can talk shit, that's more fun.
Yeah. The second exercise is 4 sets of lock-offs, holding for 5 to 10 seconds, also with a 4-minute rest. For me, I needed help in the form of a resistance band or weights on a pulley system.
Between 5 and 10 seconds on each hand, and I do that 4 times in total on each hand.
I added in some exercises for core training, which involved 8 reps of leg raises for 3 sets. I initially intended to do these as front lever exercises, but this is my attempt at a front lever, so leg raises it is. A couple more supplementary exercises included finger curls, 8 reps for 3 sets.
In climbing, you're usually locking a grip and not actively squeezing or doing something like you're doing here. But this is a great exercise for climbing. And to be honest, I didn't know of this exercise until Sebastian Helenke showed it to me. Sebastian is a World Cup winner and he swore to this as one of his favorite exercises.
And wrist curls, also 8 reps for 3 sets.
Wrist curls has always been one of my favorite exercises, but I always thought of it as an antagonist exercise. But I've been told that the muscles in the forearms are more connected than you think. And even though it seems like you're only working out the upper part of the forearm, you're actually directly improving certain types of finger strength.
Workout B, which I'll do once a week, focus more on explosive and camper strength. I'll start with the same dead hang and lock off routine as workout A, but the next exercise will be at the campus board.
So this is a lot about coordination and it helps you with contact strength. So like strength that like helps you stay on the wall.
For me, my sets involve skipping numbers from 1 to 3, 5, 7, and 9.
come on.
The other exercise I did was create a 6 to 8 move boulder on the spray wall, specifically focusing on large dynamic moves and campusing.
So the last exercise today is campus bouldering. I'm gonna make a boulder here on the spray wall, and also making the boulder is like part of the training, you know, because you have to try the moves and stuff. I always loved campusing. So campusing, for those of you who don't know, is when you climb without.
If I'm unable to campus, I'll try to use as minimal feet as possible or small footholds. For this, I'll also do 3 sets of the specific sequence with a 4-minute rest between each set. Before each workout, I also did a warm-up. In true Magnus fashion, my warm-up wasn't really structured and was quite quick.
You're like a 10-minute warm-up?
To be honest, that's usually what I do, but I don't recommend it. You should do a longer. Yeah, you should do a longer warm-up.
I got you.
It basically involves climbing up the gym's grades until I hit V4 for 10 to 15 minutes. Something that is evident in Magnus's various accomplishments is his training philosophy, which is just to try really hard.
And it's really important to tell yourself every time to like remind yourself that you have to try really hard. I mean, it sounds silly, but it's easy to forget to try your max. I probably make a really stupid face, by the way. But if you don't have like a try hard face, I don't think you're trying hard enough.
I'd often try to climb and train to my absolute limit. The benefit with climbing is that you can rest in between, and I guess this is something that he recommends as well.
Good job.
Thank you.
By adding these workouts in on top of what I usually climb, I found that I was much more tired at the end of each session. I would usually be at the climbing gym for a minimum of a couple hours, and I'd wake up the next days quite sore with body aches.
Just leaving the gym now. That was a super long session, a bit over 2 hours. Good fun.
I guess the downside of trying really hard for an extended period of time is that you run into the risk of being injured or overworked. I started to feel a bit of pain and tweaks in my fingers from the additional load.
Fingers hurting. Feeling a bit of pain in my left hand. Right at the base there, it feels kind of like a bruise, probably from overclimbing or overuse.
As a result, I adapted the workouts by putting a bit less load on my fingers whilst maintaining the same amount of volume.
Okay, this is the last week of training. Let's make it good. Definitely getting much stronger.
With the lock-off specifically, I've noticed a significant decrease in the amount of weight needed as counterweight. I'm now able to lock off with less than 2.5 kilograms as counterweight. Also with the campus board, initially I struggled with reaching the last rung. However, now I'm finding I'm a lot more confident and able to generate the necessary power to get there. After the 5 weeks, here are my results for my max finger strength tests.
Okay, this is open hand, left hand, and right hand.
For my open hand grip, my left hand was able to pull 51.3 kilograms. My right, 50.3 kilograms. For my half crimp, with my left hand, I was able to pull a personal best of 57 kilograms.
Oh, that's high. That's the highest I've ever got.
And for my right, 51.2.
Nice. Really good.
And finally for my full crimp, my left was 52.7 kilograms. And for my right,
27.54 right hand.
so there it is. I'll be honest, the test probably could have been a bit more accurate with multiple attempts over a period of time, but regardless, I've definitely improved in my finger strength. On average, I increased 12.5% in my finger strength and slightly decreased imbalances in my hands. Although I found the off-the-wall training a bit mundane, I did enjoy the structured regimen of the training. I'd say the most challenging aspect of this challenge was actually my tendency to climb and try the harder sets or all my projects before doing the workout. So by the time I had to do it, the quality of the workout was not so high. Regardless, I'm definitely feeling much stronger than I was when I started this challenge. I feel like I'm climbing the best that I've ever climbed, and I'm getting quite close to hitting some of my strength goals as well. A big shout out and thanks to Magnus for putting out great content that inspired these workouts. If you enjoyed this video project, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to check out my previous bouldering videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Look at your forearms, bro. Oh, this guy's been on the team deck for like a week.
We're going up.